Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. If you're joining us, this is Arcade Nerds United. And I hope everybody is having a fantastic Tuesday. Let me bring in all of my cool co hosts. We've got Chaotic in the house. G.I. Joel's here, ready to go. And of course, the legend, the man, the myth, everything in it, Matt. Multi-K Matt, buddy. How are my friends doing this fine evening?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. It's been a busy day. Just driving around delivering all of that wonderful furniture. Hope y'all had a great day.
Yes.
I'm good now.
It's a good day.
Now. You're
hot here.
You broke like 20 laws to get here on time. I'm just saying.
Hey, I told you I'd do anything for y'all.
Hopefully there's no state troopers or lawmen in the chat. You might get a ticket mailed to you.
Yeah. Sorry.
So thank y'all for joining, guys. It's glad to have you here. Let's welcome a few people in the chat. We've got Stock Jockeys in the house. Good to hear you, brother. The bad guy, Mike Worley, is in here.
Hi, Mike.
That old video game collector dude, happy to see you here, man. I follow you, and I'm glad to see you are here this evening. Saiyan Spirits is here. The Real Zim is here. Glad y'all are joining us. If you're in the chat, let us know you're here. Love to talk to you. So we got a couple of personal or public service announcements to make. So first of all, we're streaming on two channels tonight. We're on the my channel, Nerd Lounge Master 84. But we've also created another channel called Arcades Anonymous. This is the official Arcades Anonymous channel. And anything that us, the crew, Brian, Joel, Matt, Phil, Mike, anybody that's related to the Arcades Anonymous channel, that's where they're going to post anything that's related to Arcades Anonymous. That's where everything's going to get posted. So it's your one-stop shop for everything. So please check it out. Please subscribe. We'd love to get up to a good sub there. I don't know. Did we set any goals for this? I thought we talked a little bit about a number. Did you guys remember anything we've set?
I know Phil wants to get it to 500 subs as soon as possible, which I don't think should be a problem. I mean, let's get everybody directed in one spot, and we'll go from there. You know. This is going to be the home for the two shows, Arcade Nerds and the Arcades Anonymous. So the Tuesday night shows and the Wednesday night shows, they're all going to be kind of slowly consolidated there. So I think over the course of the next couple weeks, we'll continue to stream them from Todd's channel like we've been doing, but we'll double it up and be streaming them over there. And we're going to slowly switch over to that so that we figured it was just easier for logistics for people to be able to find the channel easier. We're Arcades Anonymous Discord. So we'll have Arcades Anonymous YouTube channel. We'll still all be broadcasting and sharing, creating content from our individual channels and stuff. But the things that we do as groups and the things you guys have grown to know and love is going to be housed right there. So,
Yep. Yeah, I think a good goal for us is 500 before Cleveland. I'd love to be in Cleveland with you guys, toasting to 500 subs for the Arcades Anonymous channel. So that's the goal.
I think maybe that's what we'll shoot for when we get to that 500 subs. That will be our cutoff point where we'll go strictly streaming to that channel or something, unless we see a need to do it beforehand.
Yeah, that's a fair thing to do as well. So, but looking forward to doing that and building that channel up. If you're watching here, please don't leave my channel. I'm going to throw out some content as we move on. But go check out Arcades Anonymous. I'll have a link in the description after the show, and you guys can check it out.
For sure, yeah. Todd's still going to be our host for both the shows.
Yep.
But we're going to have all kinds of cool new content here soon from Nerd Lounge 2.0.
Yeah, that's part of the public service announcement too. So, but the second thing I wanted to talk about was we did talk a little bit about moving this show to Thursday. Recently, Game Time, the Tech Buzz has moved over to Tuesdays. And this isn't a competition or anything like that, but we understand that people like to watch those shows as well. So if you want to check us out live and whatnot, it's kind of hard to manage a larger show as well. So we've talked a little bit about going to Thursdays, and we'll kind of hammer that out as well. So you may see that schedule coming up as well in the coming weeks.
Especially, our two shows, Game Time and this one, are heavily dependent on the live chat participation. And
It's true.
we, all four of us love Game Time, and we don't want to miss it ourselves. And we see a lot of you guys in the chat there too. So we didn't want to have to make you guys choose between mom and dad. And
Yeah, we don't want to lose you in the divorce. So.
yeah, so we figured, things work best for Steven and his family and his crew over there, to switch over to Tuesdays. We talked about it with ourselves, and, we all had an open slot on Thursdays where we were watching Game Time. So we figured it didn't affect our schedules too much. So we're going to try to slip over there to just make things easier for the community, because we know, at least me personally, I find these things kind of therapeutic, and it really helps me decompress, de-stress from work and regular life. And I just enjoy hanging out with you guys, these four guys, and Mike and Phil. And I enjoy hanging out with the guys in the chat too. So I think there's a lot of people that share that same sentiment. So we don't want to make you guys have to catch us on the replay or miss out on live participation and stuff.
Yep. And
Well
then
said.
yeah, no doubt, man. You're right. Last thing I want to say is I am officially moving. My last day in this this closet, this room closet that I am, is next Friday. Not this Friday,
Sweet.
but coming Friday. And I will be in the Nerd Lounge 2.0 at that point. And I'm going to start putting, doing some shorts and probably small videos just showing you what I've got going, and go from there. It's going to be awesome. I love decorating. As you can see in my little background here, I've got posters and signs and all that. So I'm looking forward to putting that all back together, putting Humpty Dumpty back together again, and having my arcade room, Nerd Lounge set up completely. So looking forward to that. Last day in this room closet for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, is your new space larger than your old space, or the same, or how does that work out?
The room that I'm going into is probably about the same size as the old
Okay.
Nerd Lounge as far as space, but I had to make some hard decisions on what was going to be in the Nerd Lounge 2.0 and what was going to be in storage for right now. I chose to have my pinballs, so all three pinballs will be in the Nerd Lounge 2.0 in the main room, and I had to pick and choose. It was really hard. I had to make some decisions on what I wanted in the Nerd Lounge because of space. So a lot of my consoles and stuff will be boxed up and boxed for a while, but most of the ones that I chose will be in the Nerd Lounge. So
Cool.
Good stuff.
And we might even get a storage unit full of arcades and just go there. Plug them all in. Welcome to the storage unit lounge.
Got a generator running outside.
Yeah. Generator running outside. Actually, it's an indoor unit, so I might do
nice.
like Retro Ralph used to do. A storage unit full of units, and he just goes in there and plugs in. Yeah, hey, I'm here.
You might run into a bunch of other guys. You start having your own little group of friends at the storage.
Well, there is a guy there that when I go there on like Thursdays or whenever, there's a guy that plays his drums in there, and he rocks, dude. He rocks his drums at the storage unit. It's the third floor, and he stopped by as he was passing by. And he's, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were here." And I'm like, "Dude, jam on, man. I'm cool. I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to get all this stuff in the storage unit, and I'm hearing you play." So that's right. That's awesome.
Do you take requests?
Yeah, I'll have to ask him if he'll do some requests for me. He was playing a lot of cool stuff. Of course, it was just him, so
Right.
it's just drums. But hey,
Yeah.
that's fun in itself. So
Yeah, so lots of cool, fun stuff coming ahead. Everybody stay tuned and be watching. We got lots of, we're trying to make things exciting and cool for you guys. Some refreshes of logos for the channels, backgrounds, new, new content.
yeah,
So working on getting everything up and running. So bear with us, and we're growing week by week. Every week we have a goal to make something a little bit better. So
yep. March
Yeah.
into Cleveland, which I can't wait for as well.
and we had Chaotic do a live stream all by himself last night.
That was
It was
awesome,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
That was awesome. You know,
Grow up so fast. I tell you.
yeah. So you commented a lot that it was hard. I can get it. Not having somebody to talk to is kind of hard, isn't it?
It's like I'm seeing it though as more of like jumping into that cold pool. It's
Once you do it,
difficult
it's
to
easy
do
from
it.
there.
You don't want to do it, but once you do it, you're like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, like the one thing I told myself was, it's like when I got started, I was like, all right, as soon as I hit go live, I got to just start talking like if somebody's already in there.
Yeah.
And then like maybe 2 minutes later, I think Brooklyn was the first one in there, Brooklyn Menace. And then a couple other people started popping up. And you know what? I went in there with no script, no topics, just randomly just started discussing things and stuff that just passed through my mind at the moment. And it turned out to be pretty good. It was rough, scary, but once I got that snowball rolling,
Yep.
I looked at the time and I was like, oh, I've already been streaming almost an hour. How? Time just flew by, and I was just really thankful that everybody was so supportive in the chat and just having a good time with me, just hanging out, and I guess getting to learn more about me.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the whole purpose of it and everything. So it was
Sounds
fun,
like
man.
You've found yourself a potential future show topic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were discussing a little bit and getting some feedback on maybe sharing some of your Nintendo Switch finds and stuff, pickups. For
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah, I want to start doing like weekly collection, physical collection videos and stuff like that. Just to, just expand the channel a little bit, because there's going to be slow moments when it comes to, home arcade stuff. No new news, no, those moments where it's dead out there, nothing going on. You either got to find something to do or find something else to talk about.
No, and it all fits. We're all into gaming and arcades and different things. So
Yeah.
I'm tell everybody I'm not a YouTuber, so don't subscribe to me if you're looking for a YouTuber. If you're I just shared a shop tour, so I mean, if you like that kind of content and want to see me build and make stuff, I'm going to try to do some of that. But bear with me.
24-hour
YouTuber.
stream of your shop. that alone would be super entertaining.
But that the Switch was my mini segue over to back up to Todd. Todd's got some exciting announcement for Brian that doesn't even know yet. What
I
you
got
coming, Todd?
Shredder's Revenge coming.
Yay! So we can play online.
You can play
Sunday
online.
fun day.
Sunday fun day, man.
Sweet, man. That'll be something that I could stream too, because I got to catch a card.
Absolutely. So, finally pulled the trigger on that. I know it's like, where have you been? Why haven't you pulled the trigger on that? But I was on Amazon and just decided I needed to order it before it goes away.
I mean, heck, man, I've had mine for 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. So I mean, you're not too far out of the loop. I've had a Switch for as long as I've had I don't know. IRK. There you go. I've had the Switch for just about as long as that. So
yeah. I've had
I'm missing
Shredder's Revenge since release date.
Well, I mean, I've had it on my Xbox since release date, but I just bought the Switch around the same time I got the IRK.
Yeah, it's nice to have that copy. So everybody wants us to stream 24 hours. You think we could pull a 24 hours? I'll do 8 hours. You guys do 8 hours. It's 24 hours.
Well, hey, just we don't have to all do it at the same time, right? Just some of us same time, and then some of us can check out, be like, hey man, I'm gonna take my 8-hour nap. I'll come back.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll take it in shifts.
I'm sure we could probably get something going in the community. One of those, what do they do them for charity type things or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Look, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do it for 1,000 though, man. Because
Yeah.
y'all gonna have to get. We're gonna have to have super chats.
Mike is voluntary for the first shift. So here we go. You start it, Mike. We'll do the rest.
Yeah.
Bring in live guests and all that. Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
way to do
absolutely.
it.
I'll shave my head.
Not sure how many guests will want to come in at 3 a.m., but that's probably
Yeah.
live gameplay time.
Yeah, it's probably live gameplay time. All right, guys, let's kick off this show. So tonight's topic is
I
light
got
guns.
something for the
Okay.
Let me share the screen.
Okay.
How do I-
What you
I got something to move us into it.
Okay. Awesome.
Share screen. I should have been more ready for this. Sorry. Window. This. Share.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. There it is.
Pew pew.
There he is.
That's dope.
It's our
That
light
is
gun.
dope.
Our light gun expert in house.
No, I'm not an expert. I'm a tinkerer. The light gun expert's in the chat. His name
Light
is
gun.
Retro Lizard.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Multi-K
That's
Matt.
awesome. You got
Pew,
to
Take
pew.
it away, Matt.
You got to put that on a shirt, Matt. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's clean.
I'm gonna update these to. I gotta redo the graphics so that these are Sinden light guns, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then I'll share it once that's done. I had it as I can put it together as like a GIF or something, so it's animated too.
Oh,
Where
it's-
he's just sitting there, pew, 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 pew.
That'd be awesome. Oh man, cool.
Loving it, man.
All
Richard
right.
Lizard says he's just a dude, Matt. He's more than just a dude.
You are the dude.
You
The
are
dude.
Yeah, we're just blessed to call him friend. Yeah.
Rocking the Abibis Crocs.
So
Inside
sweet.
joke.
I got me
So,
a
yeah.
pair of them coming.
Oh, you did?
I couldn't resist. Yep.
You couldn't resist.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
The retro
So-
lizard dad look.
there you go. There you go. So, light guns.
All right, let's
Recently, Arcade 1UP came up with their Time Crisis cap.
Yes,
And,
sir.
So I wanted, first of all, let's see if I can bring this up here. Yeah, okay. So I wanted to bring this up and just kind of talk a little bit about this and kind of get y'all's guys' first reaction to it. I know we'll probably talk a little bit more about it later on, but I thought it would be a good segue into light guns, period. So, Chaotic, what's your thoughts on this, dude? You're the Arcade 1UP guy. You're the one that digs their product just as much as the rest of us do. But what's your overall thoughts on this cat to begin with?
Look, it looks a lot better than what it did look, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't look so Fisher Price, so ketchup and mustard bottle plastic looking, right? So this looks a lot better. It's a game that I've played before in the arcade, and it's fun and everything, but it's not something I would personally want to own. And we'll get into the topic much later about the multi-cade, shooter cabinet. That's what I'm more interested in now. I want to have more mileage, right? And not just have the 4 games that are on this. Is it 4 or 5? Anybody know? That's on this
4.
cabinet.
I
4.
don't think it's up to 5. Yeah,
No.
4.
Okay.
If that.
I know. It's like Point Break,
Point
1 and
Blank,
2, and then
1 and 2.
Steel
Time Crisis.
Time Crisis 1.
and then Steel Battalion or whatever.
Steel Gunner.
Steel
Is
Gunner.
that what
That's
it
it.
is? Yeah.
Okay.
That's the 4.
Okay, so it's cool. It's neat and everything, and that's going to make a lot of people happy and everything. But I know, there's going to be issues with it. They've cut some kind of corners with it, so I want everybody just to make sure you set your expectations to what it is. If you're going to go out and buy this thing at $5.99 or whatever it's going to end up costing, $7.99.
$5.99 is what they're saying.
Yeah, so just make sure you set your expectations. So there's going to be issues with it. It's not going to be perfect because of their track record, but it is. I enjoy this a lot better than what it was.
Yeah, and this is it's not confirmed that this is official. This was a leaked image out of like the Netherlands or something like that, Denmark.
Yeah.
So,
But you have to admit that
it's
it
similar to, we had the same thing just happen with Fast and the Furious. I think we had a leaked, it was leaked out of Poland or something like that, a website, and it was pretty similar, I think. So,
I mean, these definitely don't look. If they photoshopped them, they did a great job photoshopping them. I mean, it looks and matches everything that you would expect them to make. So, Matt, I know you're not going to buy this. I know you're not. This isn't your jam, but tell me what you think just from seeing the picture. What you?
I think aesthetically, it looks good, and so, I mean, the whole notion we complain about price point, but each one of those guns are $100 to $150 a piece, and so you're $300 right out the right out the door before they even touch wood, electronics or anything. So under the light gun bills, like I don't know how their price point where they actually make money on it. So overall it looks good, and so I'm just curious on how they judge the height, but that's the top of the marquee. Like, are you gonna have to duck down to look at it? There's more questions than answers right now, but aesthetically it's nice.
Joel, what do you think, buddy? What is this something? I know you also got a multi build that you just shared recently, but what do you think about this?
I think it's looking good. I think it's going in the right direction. It's not a cookie cutter cab. It's unique to its doing a good job of reflecting its full size inspiration. So as long as you just kind of like Brian said, you just sitting back wondering what did they screw up or what are they going to screw up. There's got to be something. They is it do we have both of the point blanks only one point blank that they split into two?
Yeah, still got
Time Crisis,
Time Crisis 1,
Just the demo, just the first level.
Yeah. Are all the guns included, or did they have to take some of the guns out because of they couldn't get the rights to them? Are the characters the same?
Yeah.
Something, who knows what it will be, but so far, from what we see and what we know, it's good. I don't have like a ton of, nostalgia for any of the games myself, but I think it's a good looking cap, something different. I like it. I think it's gonna, I don't like seeing, the arcades that just all look the same, down the line. That's not an arcade. All the arcades had different shapes and stuff to them, So I think this is going to look real nice in some of home arcades. Add a little differentiation to the lineup, and it's nice that it's more than one game. T2 only had the one game in it, so I think that was kind of a difficult pill for people to swallow with that. Big Buck Hunter even had a mixture of a few. So
I think they really missed an opportunity. It's a 17-inch monitor. Somebody's going to mod this or put something bigger in it. The unfortunate thing is they can't do the same thing that they did with Big Hunter unless they want this to look weird. Have a 24-inch screen or something. Yeah, I mean, it's just not going to work. I think that they did good with the decal and the artwork. I think it looks great, and I'm hoping that marquee looks right. I'm not going to buy this. I mean, unless it's $200, on clearance, I'm probably not going to get this one. Just because, I'm more interested in a multi-cade build right now. Just because I'm limited in space and whatnot. But it'll be interesting to see how this does. It really will. I'm just disappointed. I'm just a little disappointed that, especially that gray front there, they should have put a coin door on that. Make it $20 more, whatever you're going to do. And, find something that you could have cut somewhere else. That coin door should be standard now on every cab moving forward. It's just, they go 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. It's like they're standing in the same place they were yesterday. So
Good news is, though, I don't really want to share it for those that haven't heard yet because I want to make sure I get mine first. But Retro 530 is released. They're doing their own molded
Molded
coin
coin
doors. So coming soon. I saw what Anthony Vitale just did a quick review. He got a pre-production run.
Cool.
And he shared. They look really good. They look just like an arcade 1-up, minus the logo. They come with a light kit and everything. A couple different mounting options and stuff. So hopefully they're cheaper than the $80 that the scalpers on eBay want for the arcade 1-up ones that they're ripping off the shelf, or cabs and stuff. But yeah, they're, according to their website, they're supposed to be coming in July. We only got a few days left of July, so we should be seeing them soon.
Yeah, this is good news for all of us.
Yeah.
Real quick, back to the cab. I'm glad the foot pedal's back.
Yeah.
Because from the way they described it, it was sounding like the duck and reload was going to be on a button on the gun, that's probably still there as an option, so you could do either one. But it had us worried that that pedal was going to be gone, period. And so that would kill the whole point of it being a Time Crisis cab, right?
You have to duck. Yep.
Right. Now, second thing is, what are those guns going to sound like? Is there going to be any kind of recoil or any like cocking action when you pull the trigger? Or is it going to be like T2 with the spinning little plastic thing that's hitting, another piece of plastic to make that clicking sound? Is it going to be like that? Or is it actually going to feel like it's got a little bit of force to it, force feedback? And then another thing is those cords. Are those cords going to be retractable, or are they just going to be dangling all the way down to the floor?
I would guess they're going to be dangling.
Yeah,
those aren't retracted. If they couldn't throw a coin door on there that they already have made, those boys aren't retracting.
Yeah. So it's going to be another mod kind of situation, and I could see somebody doing something different with those cords. Putting some. Yeah.
Have we heard if there's going to be any online, play or something for?
Maybe like score chasing or time chasing.
Yeah, I seriously doubt there's going to be any co-op.
I don't think arcade 1-up. I don't think they should release anything that doesn't have online multiplayer play anymore. Really, that's one of the biggest driving factors of what leads me to buy a cab is you guys now. I mean, I have from the start. I've had one or two cabs that could play every game imaginable, but now I'm got 12 more cabs just because I needed them to connect and play with other guys and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, as we get into this new generation of games, they got to have a beefier chipset before they can even really handle the optimization of having multiplayer, multiplayer online play.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to happen. I think there might be leaderboards for your high score, or, as Chaotic said, time, but I don't see it. I just don't see it happening.
CMG says he likes the duck button. I can see that from MG.
Yeah.
Having to physically duck is
it's
a lot. There's a lot going on there. A lot of too much shot, too much movement.
So, any final thoughts on Time Crisis before we move on?
And I'm curious, like the portion that protrudes out, is it going to be a separate? Like, is it going to be one massive piece, and the one that the part that protrudes out, like, does it hang on there? Like, how are they going to physically fit all it in a box? Like, or is it going to be janky? So I don't.
I think what it's
like
going to be
pieces.
Yeah, I think you're going to have the two little pieces that are right here, the little side wings that come out. And then you're going to have that panel that's going to be your control panel, basically. And you're going to have that front piece and bottom piece. And somehow they're going to have all those pieces inside kind of connected together. So
how is Ridge Racer, Matt? Is it a two-piece, the light, the marquee, and the cab?
Ridge Racer, like the part that protrudes out, it's still one solo profile, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That topper will have its own box, I'm sure.
Yes,
the marquee topper. Didn't the Ridge Racer have that?
Yeah, it was
it was like
box.
that, right? It was all in its own box.
True. I forgot. Yeah.
So that's the Time Crisis. like I said, this is a pass for me unless they clearance them out. I'm just not interested in this cab right now. It's just not something I really want. So maybe if they clearanced it out, I could see what's the potentials for modding this. Do you think that people would mod this if they got a really good price on it?
It depends on if those guns are the USB cords, if they're readable on a PC.
Now
Like-
I know some people have had trouble with the T2.
The T2 it reads it as a camera.
Yeah, you can like literally plug it in and you can see yourself.
Yeah.
But the big bucks were they were moddable, right? Didn't Kong mod a few of those? Isn't that how he did his point blank?
No,
Yeah,
his
that he
point blank
did, or
tab
was
is
that-
they're real guns.
He puts
Oh,
in
are
guns
they?
on those,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
guns for IR or one or the other.
So I guess if anybody really wants to, they're probably gonna, if they bought this thing on clearance, they would probably gut it and probably put a PC or something, WeMod or something like that on this.
Yeah, they'd have to
instead
get
of-
all new guns then too. If none of
Correct.
the arcade 1-up guns have been modded,
Yeah.
then they're going to use that same tech in this cab, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. It's the easy
But
button.
if they did the $200, I would add this to the arcade just to have it. But I'm not really gonna venture to pay $400 or $500 or $600 for this. So
It'll be on Walmart soon enough for 200, maybe even 150, right?
yeah, you never know. You never know.
315.
He was joking about the whole like that scrupulous seller like selling.
Yeah.
The excitement
Yeah.
over the weekend,
Yeah.
the Walmart excitement, fun
But,
stuff, good times.
I never saw T2 go for that with this scam. I never saw it. Even I know that Deluxe hasn't come out for Buck Hunter, but there wasn't a good price on that either. So
Right.
it was a shame. It was a shame that the whole thing went down the way it did. So moving on, multi-cade builds. Obviously, the one that has built the best one of them all is Matt. So
I
tell
know.
me a little bit more about your light gun build that's a multi-cade.
Well, we got two of them. So we have using the PC right here that's connected to my ALU, and so that's
Yeah.
using the Retro Lizards build, the Batasair build, and so then because when you have the Batasair, it requires player 1 requires a controller and player 2 requires his own controller. So I just mapped the buttons going OTG on my ALU for player 1, player 2, and so I just go OTG on the ALU and then it works flawlessly. And so the only one you have to tinker with is what is it? The one's like I don't know what is it like. It's based on Carnival. That's the one you have to like pause and go through.
Yeah.
And so
Mm.
but yeah, and Retro Lizard Joel covered how to change those settings on the fly. And so, but overall, not to be mean, I don't really enjoy that game anyway, so I just don't play it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And so
So that is probably one of the simplest mods you could do is just take it. You don't necessarily have to have it in a cab, right? You could have it just on the screen if you really
Correct.
wanted to.
Yep. Or
But-
TV. Yeah.
TV. Just have it to where you can plug that thing in and just play. And you said, what's probably one of your favorite games? On that platform?
Of that given build, Area 51, the guy's like over here, like really slow mo, and you have to shoot everything. I still can't beat the ending. The UFO always flies away, but I always get to it, and I don't know how to beat the UFO. But yeah, that's the one I play frequently, or the most on that given build.
And are there any games on that build that are like laggy or screen tearing or anything like that you're aware of? No.
No, sir, because most of them are so old. Like a glorified potato can run most of them. Like it's not Techno Parrot. It's all like gun games of our in the mid '90s or early 2000s. So it doesn't take that much processing power nowadays to run that style of game.
Yeah.
So which is why it's like I have a micro Hewlett Packard, and so like it was literally thrown in the trash box of work, and I just repurposed it.
And then what's your second mod? Your second mod was the one you're currently working on, right?
Yeah, it's done. It's the soft modded Wii, and so
An all light gun. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so And so basically, soft mod a Wii, and then I have it running USB loader GX, and I loaded roughly 25 to 28 light gun games on there.
Okay.
And so it runs like once you soft mod it, you can say basically tell the Wii to go straight to that given mod.
Yeah.
And so when it powers on, like a non-technical person can play the game. So you just press power and it goes straight to that. You just scroll through the menu, whatever game you want to play, and you click on it, and it just works. And so it's a Wii, so it's predictable 100% of the time. As long as you're not too close to it, it'll work over and over and over again.
So, what would you say out of those two mods, Matt, are your favorite? Which one would, if you had to choose one, just one right now? And I know I'm putting you in a bad spot.
Oh
here.
no, that's
You
easy.
Which mod would you
It's
want?
easy.
The Wii
I
mod.
thought this was going to be like Sophie's Choice for you, Matt.
No. If I had to choose between one or the other, it sounds wonky. I would choose the Wii every single time. And so,
Sorry, I'm sorry, Retro Lizard. I'm sorry.
well, I mean, he didn't create Batistera. He just polished it into a given format. So
Yeah.
That's
He's
a nice
working with
selection.
what he's got.
yeah, there's a nice selection of like games that I enjoy, like House of the Dead, or there's like one's called Reload, where you walk through like it's like military training, or you shoot like bad guys next to civilians, and it's like an action, like basically action play. And so, but then there's on that given build there's like Toy Story, and like you shoot balloons. And so like there's a nice, if there's some for me, and there's also fun when I have a kindergartner in my house that they don't need to shoot zombies, right?
Yeah.
So it has a nice mixture of everything for all genres of people that come to visit. And so
Call
and
of
then-
Duty should be on there too, then, right?
yeah, Call of Duty, and it uses the nunchuck, but yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, I have Call of Duty for my Wii.
Yeah.
I got a ton of light gun games for my Wii too, because again, I have my multicade that I originally built.
Yes,
set
sir.
up doing that too, but then I met Matt, and he got me involved in the Sindens and the
Yeah.
light gun builds and things like that.
Correct.
Just addiction.
So,
Addiction.
Addicts feeding addicts.
It's true, right? So we can't have nice things. We hang in there.
yeah. So which out of your, obviously you have the Sinden and then you have your Wiimote gun. Which one's your favorite one?
Well, the tactile of the gun, of the sending gun, the way it's shaped and the way it functions, I prefer it. Like gun per gun. And so I got these little they're made by Dream Gear, and they have a battery in them.
Yeah.
And so it amplifies that. So when you shoot, it shakes.
Oh wow!
It has a light, and so it's fun. It amplifies what you're doing, and then it's not a BB next to a piece of plastic, but so
Well, that's still
That's
pretty
fine.
cool. I didn't know that they made those. I just have the what is it, the Namco or whatever they are. They're just basically a plastic shell that holds it. There's no feedback at all. So those are
Yes,
kind of neat. I'll have to look into those.
So the only one, if you get them old, like if I got these, there was somebody in the hood that were selling them, they were basically brand new in the box, and they had sit so long in the box, they were all gummy sticky, they were
Oh,
tiny.
nice.
So it took me several days to clean them up. So
Wow.
it's first world problems, yeah. So yeah, and then the other cool thing is based on Simmons is the potential of the IR arcade, what they keep dangling that carrot, the option for it to use the Sinden, you can have this build, the Retro Lizard for Batistera, and then go from one day, plug it here,
Plug it
plug it
over
into
to
the USB. Right, that's so tempting because I mean, was on PW show the other day. He showed Mortal Kombat playing. So if Mortal Kombat can play, just plug a light gun game in there and make it work.
I heard a rumor
What's the rumor?
that Shredder's Revenge is going to be on it.
He kind of hinted at that. He was not really antagonizing, P-dubs. He's like, I heard you really like, Shredder's Revenge, and so yeah.
It's got to have some online play though, because
Yeah.
I got that on my handheld Ambernet. And
All right, so
it's fun to play, but you can't go online with the way that it's hacked to be able to do that.
So from what I understand, it's going to be the Android version of Shredder's Revenge. So online should be possible
Yes, sir.
because it's an Android build.
Correct.
So
It's an APK, right?
apparently in Mystery Encoder or Team Encoder's Discord, they're testing it, and the game works. It plays flawlessly.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should,
Interesting.
I think, right?
but they just need to be able to make sure that they can send it out to people and it not brick their consoles or their iArcades.
Yeah.
If that's the case, like that would make me want to wrap my iArcade in like a Turtles. I would, because
Oh
then you,
yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my.
oh yeah,
It's like take my money. Yeah. So yeah.
That
for
would be
sure.
awesome.
I'd do that all day long too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
the possibilities of that little card that they put on top,
For
the little
$30.
chip
Yeah.
for $25-$30.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing what is possibility with that.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about it. And that's one reason why I'm never going to get rid of this or even try to mod it. I'm just going to leave it the way it is and have that option so it can back up my games that are on it, possibly add more games to it.
Yep.
And, and just be able to enjoy it like it is stock,
All this great stuff, and all we had to do is wait 2 years for the company to go out of business.
And then
or like me and Cal, they wait 3 weeks and then
Yeah.
we waited 3 weeks.
Hurry up, spend all your paycheck in getting all the games that are available as soon as possible.
Eeny beanie weenies
Yeah.
while we're trying to wait for for the servers to go down.
Yeah.
All right. So Joel, tell me about you have two, right? You have two light gun builds. Or is it just one?
Yeah, well, I have my multicade and I have a Wii hooked up to it with sensor bar. So, I mean, it's a light gun build.
Yep.
But, that's...
And then you have your bug hunter that you built. Are you sharing?
Yeah. I just did a quick short earlier today for people to see. But here is my Buck Hunter
Look at that.
Batacera build.
yeah, those attachments are dope.
They are super cool. I put links in the description too. So those attachments I got off of Etsy.
So are they like sending shotguns?
So it's just the regular Sinden light gun, but it's a 3D printed part that I bought
Stock.
from Etsy. Yeah, stock.
Yeah.
And it's detachable. It's a really nice kit. It's got all kinds of springs and
See, I thought that
detent
was,
pins and stuff.
I thought that was part of the real big Buck Hunter cab. I thought you just put a new screen in it. That's
No.
dope.
I built I built the whole cab out of, I built it out of pine and laser engraved the logos and artwork on the sides and stuff. So I did that. I did this one. I've done a couple other ones out of some of the Jack Pacific plug and play big buck gun builds.
Yeah.
So that's what this was originally going to be. But then, Matt told me about the Retro Lizards build for the Batacera, and then they announced the light gun capabilities and stuff with the for the iArcade, and I figured, I might as well get a Sinden just to have, and so I ended up changing up the color scheme a little bit and stuff for this for my own personal big buck hunter, and that's what this one ended up being. So I made it look a little bit more modern to fit with the Sinden look, rather than the the green and red or green and orange shotguns that the big bucks normally have.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You can see the Xbox controllers that I have on the side. That's kind of to help navigate Batacera, and also you gotta have it in order to do the 2-player. I haven't played around too much with actually using and shooting the game. I've been busy, moved on to other builds.
Yeah.
And trying to get
because
those
I was going to
completed.
ask what you thought about the games.
Yeah, so I haven't had as good a luck as Matt. I don't think. Like mine, I've run into a few. I haven't got the 2-player working like I would hope. I've tried the big buck a little bit. It kind of seems like my sensor calibration's off a little bit too. Like it seems to like shoot. It actually is like a little low and to the left or something of of where it shoots and aims, even with the crosshairs on.
Right. Even if you hold this button, it
Yeah.
forward, basically it goes to the center of the screen. So you hold it and it'll move around and it'll go to the center, and that's how you make sure it's on. I always do that every single time I turn it on.
See, I didn't even know about that.
Yes,
There
sir.
you
So
go.
I'll have to try that. I got some more. I got a little bit more wiring to do and stuff. Like I want to wire the 2 front lights buttons up, and
Yep.
the speaker's not, and the amp isn't hooked up yet. But you can see I got like a little switch on the back to turn it off and on by giving it the old reach around.
Yep.
I got a back panel that screws onto it too once I'm finished with it, and then it's got just a little access hole for turning that switch on and off. But yeah, those stock kits are super neat. I took it off the cab here to have next to me here.
Yeah, that's
We can
awesome.
stop streaming this if we want. Thank you. So here's the stock here, but it's got 2 push pins, detent pins on each side that you press the button in,
Yeah.
and it just pops right off there. So you can have your pistol handgun shooting games, with the multicade, and then it just snaps right back on there, and it locks on pretty tight.
Yeah.
And it was several different pieces too. So it had, you have to put it together. This is all one piece. This is a separate piece. There's 2 halves here, and then there's 2 different pieces that mount on the sides, but it's all pretty easy put together, just a screwdriver or a Allen wrench type thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You don't have to drill any holes into your Sinden or anything. So, and they did a nice job with the aesthetic designs and stuff of it too. So it doesn't look, out of place, like it's anything
No.
different.
Yeah. no
And they
doubt.
have different colors too. So they match, they have the Sinden colors for their ABS plastic that they print them in. And like I said,
yeah.
everything's like spring. There's springs inside here that lock it in place. They come with the full hardware kit and nice 3D printed parts. Doesn't look like a little modded, hacked, added on piece. So it
kind of beefs up the
blends
gun.
right in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so it.
Do you remember how much those cost, Joel?
I don't. The link.
Okay.
I do have the link in the description. I can click
Okay.
on it here in a second
No, just
and
curious.
confirm. But
It's a good stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Any ladies watching, there you go. Get your mana.
Yeah.
Nasty printed stocking stuffer. Yeah.
I don't
I
think
guess-
they were
I
too
guess-
bad, because I was gonna send Matt one, because he actually sent me my potato that I have in my cab. So
Yeah.
So they're about $60. It looks like.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not bad considering how much filament and plastic it uses.
Correct.
Yeah,
Much
and
springs
there's several
stuff,
different
yeah.
pieces. It's not just
Yeah.
I mean, this is. If they had access to injection molding, these are pretty good quality, fitting parts and stuff. They're not just like slabs of plastic that you're sticking on, and gluing onto your gun. They thought it out pretty well, and so it's the link's in my description on there, but it's 3D Makey shop on Etsy, and they have them in the blue, the gray, and the red. So, but they're awesome. I think that's just really helps for especially like a multi-cade build, so that you get that versatility of having that, whether you're using the shotgun or a pistol or whatever, of what the game was kind of meant to be. So
Correct.
Good.
Awesome. So
Go
chaotic. Go ahead.
I was like, this is kind of wonky. It's have you noticed if you go to like Etsy and you leave something in your cart for like a day, it'll give you normally a coupon code for like 10% off. So if you want to save a couple dollars, just go there a couple days beforehand, leave it in your cart, and most of the time they'll give you a code like, hey, you still want this? Here's 10% off.
Yeah, because it tells that seller when you put something in your cart
Yeah.
and you don't do anything with it. It tells that seller that there's people that's got your product in their cart. Would you like for us to send them a coupon?
Yeah.
And they could just hit yes, and then there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
Save a couple bucks.
there you go. Matt's tip of the day, everybody. Put what you want in your cart and wait.
He really is. He really is a multi-cade Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Chaotic,
Same thing with Walmart. Put what you want in your cart.
I don't think it works that way.
I don't think it works that way.
Fluctuates within the hour.
So, Chaotic, remind me, do you have a light gun cab in your collection? I can't remember.
My NBA Jam modded Raspberry Pi 4 cabinet
Yeah, there we go. I knew you
does have a Dolphin bar mounted to it, and I can use my Wii remotes as light guns, and it does work. The only problem is my batteries and my Wii remotes die so quickly that I'm probably just going to buy new Wii remotes and try it again. But yeah, it's a USB. It's like the USB sensor bar that you get with a Wii.
Yep.
But it's a third-party manufacturer, since they don't make them anymore, and it's by Dolphin Bar or Mayflash Dolphin Bar.
Yeah.
It's like $20 on Amazon, but literally just plug it into the Raspberry Pi, and then you set the different mode at the top. I think it's like mode 2. Light, it has like 4 different lights that you put on like second mode, and then you sync it up to your Wii remotes and go to a gun game, and you'll see the reticle on the screen. Even like Nintendo games like Duck Hunt, it'll show a reticle on the screen, so you can play that game as well. Still hard as hell. I mean, look, Wii remotes are not the best when it comes to that sensor bar. But I never owned a Sendin or a gun for IR or anything like that, or even those new ones for the Pandora's box. I don't own any of those. I've only had experience with the Wii remotes, so I can't judge how others work, if they work any better. But I played Terminator 2. I've played Revolution X, Aerosmith game, and I've played Jurassic Park with it, and the Aliens game. The Wii remote guns, they work. And it's just plug and play, really. You may have to go into settings and then change the go into settings for each game and then change the settings for the buttons so that you can add like a grenade button, coin button, and a start button on the Wii remote.
Yeah.
So literally you don't have to touch your cabinet at all. You just hit your buttons on the different spots and then aim and shoot.
I did I haven't played Duck Hunter on the Retro Lizard build with the Sindins, and I got to tell you, I did not know there were so many levels to Duck Hunter. They really went all out with that thing. Like, I didn't think it would go there. I kept playing and playing. I don't remember as a kid ever getting past like level 3 or something, But that thing just keeps going. I don't know how many levels there are to Duck Hunt.
It just gets faster and faster.
So that must mean it's pretty accurate then, if you were wondering how many levels were on that game, because with my Wii remotes, I can get like to level 3 and then I can't catch them. Like it's just not accurate enough. It's different when you got like a machine gun type game where you hold down the trigger and it's just the bullets are spraying everywhere. That's fine, but when it comes to like accuracy shooting,
yes, sir.
I tried Lethal Enforcers and I kept killing a couple hostages.
Oh man,
that game it's fun, right?
Yes, it's super fun, and I played Area 51 too. That was fun too.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to Glenn's boomsticks that he has coming out. They look a little bit more like shotguns, so I think they'll fit in a lot better with my big buck hunter builds and stuff. If more people want that type of a look. Yeah, I was excited to see those come out too, Papa Brad. That Glenn's going to be having those. I like the look of them, and sounds like they're going to be pretty good quality too. A lot of nice weight to them and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
And it's nice that we got all these options now, right? We got more options coming available, and the more expensive, the cheaper options, and you get what you pay for. But it's nice that we got all these options now that are coming out and being able to experience games in different ways, right? Either if you get the Pandora's box, it's best experienced on a TV or a monitor separately, not built into a cabinet. The Sindin light guns, they work great in a cabinet. The Dolphin bar works great in a cabinet. So it's just nice to have all these different options, different price points, depending on what you're looking for.
Yep.
And I was a little disappointed with that Pandora box thing that P-Dubs tried out. You know,
Correct.
I was disappointed that there was so much tearing and so much issues with that. That would have been a perfect, plug and play option, and it was fairly priced, but it was unfortunate that it just had so many issues with it. And
Well-
it's a shame.
I'll give them a little bit of credit because I think it's the first of its kind, right?
Yeah,
Pandora box has never had that type of product available. So this is their first iteration. They got some bugs to work out. I think they can release some kind of patches to improve it. So I will, keep thinking about it, keep that on the back burner as an option to try out in the future, and possibly if they could improve it like a 2.0 model or something like that.
yeah, and I mean, hopefully they'll take some of the feedback because I don't think I think P-Dubs kind of gave it a bad rating, and hopefully they'll take that feedback and do something with it.
And Retro Ralph
Ralph
kind of gave it positive feedback. He did keep it in mind. He's like, you get what you pay for.
yeah,
It is cheaper, but it is an option.
Yeah.
And for what it is capable of doing, it's great.
Yeah.
But there is some caveats. There is some corners cut, much like Arcade 1-Up and everything. But it is there is possibilities for it to improve.
yeah, no doubt.
It's just up to them if they want to improve it.
And quote me if I'm wrong, they're usually not the ones that usually put those patches out pretty quick. They usually are very
No.
delayed.
No, they'll bring out a new system before they even think about a patch.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
it's in their hands. It's a possibility. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they sell enough, it's a possibility they could actually put some work into it, some software updates and stuff. We can only hope.
well, I guess we'll let it be on the market for a while, and maybe they'll come out with the 2.0 that's patched a lot better than the first one. So
Yeah. You got to start somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. Yeah, I mean, I only have one cab that's in my collection. That's the Big Buck Hunter. And,
Yes, sir.
I really want something to add to mine because my daughter loves playing those games too. She loves playing. She wants to play T2 and she wants to play Jurassic Park. She's gotten into Jurassic Park. So I'm gonna have to look at doing something probably soon, probably with the ALU.
Okay.
Just because it's one of those things that it takes up a lot of real estate, but at the same time, it has the ability to do so much.
true.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing something with it. Hopefully in the near future, once everything gets settled down. So,
Correct.
but a lot of great options out there for light guns, and hopefully we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, I hope it does keep improving and more options. Keep the options that we got. It's a pretty good amount. Just let's see some good price points and some good software come out for them and everything. And
Yeah.
there's plenty of ways to enjoy light gun games now.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh, well, also we didn't really discuss this because I don't believe any of us have them. Because technically on CoinOps you can use guns. They're not it's not sending right. The Amtrak guns, right?
Yeah.
But you have to tinker with all those given settings and just manipulate a bunch of stuff for them to work kind of. And so
Yeah.
And what's the benefit of having those? I mean, maybe you can.
it runs off CoinOps, so therefore it wouldn't. So it runs off MAME on the cabinet natively versus
okay.
having an external PC.
And Amtrak, and that the type of guns that require a Windows PC because it has to have software running in the
It has
background.
to have some, they have to be manipulated based on. You have to go and change the software on the gun itself. Oh.
No, we're a light
No.
gun channel.
We're a light gun channel.
Get it right.
So I mean, I don't see the value in having everything. I think we discussed tonight is something that majority of people would probably want to put
Yes,
in
sir.
their arcades,
Yeah.
And I think the Sinden light guns are probably one of the best out of the group. I mean, there's other options as well, but
True.
To me, it's the most well-rounded product.
Yeah,
when you
no
can,
doubt.
when you can,
Versatile.
true. Like when you can plug it in from one device and another, and it works on both.
yeah,
Then that's a good start.
there you go.
And the price isn't too bad.
No.
For the quality that they are, I think it's a good. I think it's a good price point for them.
Yeah.
And hopefully those prices will go down as we move forward. But you know, you get what you pay for.
Yes,
And
sir.
if it's the right where they need to be, I think a lot of people could probably get them at a great price.
Joel, do your guns have recoil?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But
How
yeah,
much do you use it?
I try to use it, but the problem is you lose the recoil as you go. It's almost like it needs to power up.
Yeah.
And that I think Glenn was mentioning it. You need to. It sounds like you need to have them hooked into a DC powered hub too.
Yes, sir.
That's sending a little bit more power to it rather than running straight from a computer or straight off your iArcade or whatever. Because especially if you have like the rapid fire machine gun on, you get a couple hard hits and then you can feel it slowly starting to slow down, and there's like not much at all. So it's like it takes all that power and it's starting to can't regenerate itself back up quick enough.
Yes, sir.
So to me, so far, it hasn't been that great of a benefit.
Okay. I got the ones without, so.
Yeah.
So how do you
I'm not
feel
sure
about
you're
that?
missing much yet.
Yeah. Are you really missing anything without having the recoil?
No, mine was just it was the whole risk reward. Like, was it worth an extra $50 per gun to have that? To me, it wasn't.
No doubt.
Hey,
Well, guys-
I mean, light guns have come a long way within,
Oh yeah.
not even a year. In
Yes,
the
sir.
last 6 to 9 months or whatever. Back. If you wanted to play any light guns on your ALU, that Amtrak was your only option.
Yep.
And that was a pain, a hassle. So, I mean, look at how easy it's been for you, Matt, for that, to hook, this Batacera Retro Lizard build up to your ALU and with the Sindens and stuff like that. And it's all kind of just real simple plug and play. And you don't have to be a modding wizard like Brian or Matt in order to really have these going,
Okay, now you're the only
real
one
plug
that's
and
here
play.
that's the wizard, okay?
I'm a Padawan.
Yes, Matt's Padawan.
I'm
That's
a
Jed-
tinkerer. That's all I
Jedi Master.
No, I'm a tinkerer.
Hey, real quick though, I know this has nothing to do with light guns. What is this poll? What is this poll about in the chat?
Oh, it's true. We gotta bring that
Yeah,
up.
I
Almost forgot
wasn't.
about it.
I wasn't gonna leave you hanging. If you guys have been following Joel, he's talked a little bit about his. He recently got an X-Men PCB, and he's going to come up with a two-sided cab. Is that right, Joel? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, like a
Two-sided
head-to-head.
kit.
So imagine you take two arcade one-ups and you shove them back to back, and you weld them together, super glue them together, so they're facing each other.
Yep.
So it's still going to be a 4-player, but 2 players on each side. So I'm going to dual screen, have a mirrored screen on each side of it. So you'll see the exact same thing that the other's seeing, double monitor. But yeah, it's going to sit right here where NBA Jam is and Mikey probably. So be right here in the middle of the room as you walk in.
Yeah,
But we wanted. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Matt.
No, that's what I stated in Discord, right? Most people have this given scenario where there's just a massive hole in the middle, and in that given scenario, like it's going to be a statement piece for somebody's arcade. I think you could duplicate it and just keep going with it. Yeah.
I had the idea for kind of the head-to-head cab. I thought it would be kind of a neat, just even for like a multi-cade and stuff.
Yes,
but when I got the X-Men PCB, and I saw it as a good opportunity because, one, it's a 4-player game, and having 4 people shoulder to shoulder on that little deck and stuff just doesn't seem ideal. I'm lucky enough to even get 2 people in my arcade anyways, playing games all at once. But if you ever did have 4 players, it just seemed not very, very practical. But on top of that, the X-Men, when I got it, it has 2 games on it that I really love. So
Mhm.
I saw this as an opportunity as well. And it looks like ending the poll, the chat ended in the favor that I wanted it to anyways. And I wasn't going to listen to you guys.
Ah! Ouch!
There's one thing I've learned from being an American. You don't let anything ride on chance in voting in polls, okay?
So,
You listen
So
to
for-
advice, but don't take it.
Yeah.
so
So,
46%
yeah,
said both.
Both.
33% said Captain America, and 20% said X-Men. And then on the other poll that we had, you had 60% that said both. So,
So yeah, that's the direction I was leaning and pretty much 100% decided on before we were talking about doing this poll last week and we forgot. But,
and Stock
we were-
Jock's already put in a request.
See, there you go.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
think
an
it's
X-Men.
already-
Go ahead and order me one too, buddy.
Yeah, well, just go ahead and start getting your machine ready.
So yeah, I figured being in the middle of the room, it has X-Men on it and Captain America and the Avengers, which are two awesome games that I love, and they fit in with the decor of we got a Marvel's room, arcade themed game room here. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do X-Men on one side, Captain America on the other, and then so I'll have X-Men marquee and back glass and control panel all on one side, and then we'll do the other as Captain America marquee,
That's
back
gonna
glass
look
and
dope.
control panel
That's
on the
gonna
other.
look dope.
So if you're sitting on one side, it'll look like you're playing one machine. If you sit on the other, it will look like the other, but kind of
Uh-huh.
have. So it'll be a little two-face cab. So I'm excited to get it finished. It kind of stalled out production on the Guitar Hero a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
So will both sides have their own individual marquee?
yep.
Cool.
I'll be set. Absolutely. So check out.
It will be unique looking, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
It'll be like nobody else has that.
So if you haven't already, follow G.I. Joel on his YouTube channel. I'm sure he's going to be posting a lot of great content. Build that he's working on that one. That's going to be probably one of his top ones that comes out there. So if you haven't subbed to him already, please hit that sub button for him and check out what he's got. He's got some great stuff. And if you just want to see a 24-hour stream of this wood shop,
Correct.
just check that out too.
Something
Hey, if you
good to
guys
fall
want to
asleep
see
to.
that, I got it almost set up that we could do that. I won't be in it 24/7.
Yeah, so yeah, it'd be something
you
to fall
could sit
asleep
there and
to.
watch it.
Yeah.
It's like watching the baby birds hatch at the zoo or something. Except there's no surprise at the end of a baby bird hatching out.
Just seeing you come in, work
Yeah.
for 5 hours, and then leave.
Get all sweaty.
Oh, Matt, you got anything coming out this week, buddy?
I finally got my build from Retro Lizard for my Ridge Racer cab, his hard
Awesome.
drive, and then we set it up actually a week from last week, and so his customer service is top notch. He already knows that, and so basically he shipped it, and then he basically logged it in my computer and set it up based on my given environment based on my controllers, and so
Awesome.
like the interface is so sexy. Like it has like videos and the intro screen. It's so clean.
Don't
So,
tell
yeah,
your
I'll-
wife that.
Oh, she understands. I'm adored. Yeah, I say routers and switches are sexy. So yeah, like firewalls, like all that Cisco switches.
And she
sexy.
agrees with him. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Those
you
are
see that?
sexy.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
you got that right. But have you seen this one?
Oh.
It's a centerfold of Tech Magazine.
It is exactly.
Oh. What about you, Chaotic? You got anything coming out this week, buddy?
Yeah, so I'm working on a video right now of my Hilo X for my MVSX. To me, the one I got is very official looking and it's very clean compared to some of the others I've seen. There is no retro arch or anything like that. It works just like the stock version of the cabinet. So you have your entire full games list. You pick a game, it loads up. You exit the game just like the regular old stock menu. And to me it works and it's beautiful to the way
So,
it looks. Go ahead. Sorry.
so 59 days till I get mine, right?
Unless I can get it sooner to you, man. Either way.
59
But
days till Cleveland. So,
but I'm working on that. I'm also working on building parts list for a refurbished PC that I'm getting,
awesome.
and I'm planning on changing out the Raspberry Pi in my NBA Jam cab and putting in an actual PC,
Awesome.
and so I can play more like intensive games and stuff like that, just to try it out, see how it looks.
Cool. Awesome. Well, probably nothing coming from me this week. Hopefully, I'll do a shorter something about Nerd Lounge 2.0, but we'll see how that goes. And once I'm out of here, I am going to GalaxyCon this week in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I will I will probably do some shorts and stuff of that, and send y'all some pictures, and try to do some content on that too. Something out of the box. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna be there for 5 or 6 hours on Thursday, so that's gonna be pretty awesome. If you're going to GalaxyCon and you see me, give me a fist bump. We'll hang out. I know these three won't be there, but if you're watching the show and whatnot,
Todd will be there signing autographs.
Correct.
yeah, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, the Southern Fried Gaming Expo is this weekend, so I might pop down in Atlanta on Saturday and meet a couple of people that are supposedly going to be there. I think Toxin said he's going to be there.
Yeah.
Papa Brad's going to be there.
Yep.
Zohar, Console Fanboy said he's going to be there.
Really, I thought he's from California, isn't he?
Yeah, he bought his tickets months ago. So I don't know. I might stop in there on Saturday just to see what's going on and kind of get myself prepared for Cleveland.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Matt Astor said, "How many of us are going to Cleveland?"
All of us.
All 4 of us will be there. So
All 6 of us.
Yeah. All 6 of y'all.
Yeah.
Or Mike and Phil too. From,
Yeah, there's like 30 in our
Wednesday
Discord that are
show.
going total. Like, no
Yeah.
kidding.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get a big group photo.
Oh heck yeah!
People
Yeah.
we've never even seen before.
And Matt Astor says he's going to be there, so that's going to be awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
come
doubt.
home and show our wives there and be like, "Well, who's that in the photo that you're?" I don't know.
Thank you, that old game collector man.
Yeah, I would love to
appreciate
check out
you.
your channel. Thank you.
Yeah, he's part of my. If you're in the Facebook group, he's
Oh,
part of
thank
mine
you.
as well. I have a Facebook group called Legendary Game Collectors, Video Game Collectors, and got about 165 people in there that are physical media collectors, and he does a really good daily post on some cool birthdays and anniversaries. So
Cool.
I'll have
Awesome.
to check him out. I
Pretty
haven't
sweet.
seen him yet, so I'll check him out.
yeah.
OVG. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
check him out. He's a really good guy as well.
Yeah, I'll
Great member
definitely
of my
subscribe.
group as well. So,
Yeah, after the show, I'll subscribe too, man. Thank you for coming by.
and Phil's always late.
Yeah.
Hey, better late than never, man.
We love you,
He's
Phil.
either at the gym or doing a walk and talk.
Let's hope he's doing another walk and talk, because we always love those walk and talks.
I'm jealous. Like all of his cities has all these like cool retro places you can go visit. I
Yeah.
get like one
Yeah,
each door.
he's got
Yeah.
cool
That's it.
stuff.
I was like, yeah, I told him that the other day. He's like,
Yeah, if you hadn't subscribed to Phil PD7, please do. He's almost there to 1,000, doing a giveaway.
Yeah, and we're gonna
Very
be part
important,
of-
guys.
And we're going to be doing that stream on Arcades Anonymous, I believe.
Yeah,
Whenever he does his 1,000 giveaway, we're all going to be part of it. So looking forward to that as well. So
yeah. And if you haven't subscribed to anybody here in this panel right now, subscribe to everybody here.
Yeah.
And the bad guy, Mike Worley, got to subscribe to him as well.
yeah.
Yeah, we kept
And
we
don't-
kept it going a little long tonight just for you, PD. We were waiting
Yeah,
for
we were
you
waiting.
to come along. So
Like-
Yeah, no doubt. And don't forget to subscribe to Arcades Anonymous.
yeah.
Yes.
Check out that channel, because that's where you're going to find this great content. We're going live tomorrow on the channel. Looking forward to that with Phil and Mike. You guys pumped for that conversation? I think it's going to be a great show tomorrow night. So, Matt, are you going to be part of that show? I can't remember. No, you're not going to be there tomorrow.
I can't. Yeah, odds are probably not. I won't be there.
Okay,
So-
well, we're going to miss you, and of course, we're going to call you out in the chat. But
Yeah.
we'll see you on the next one for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Anything else y'all guys want to wrap up?
Oh, OVG, make sure you do come to our show tomorrow because we do have a guy that's on the panel that is a NES game collector.
Yep.
He has a lot of them. So
Yeah.
that guy, Mike Worley, he's one guy you're definitely going to want to tune in and watch too.
Yeah,
OVG's
he's got a
gone.
lot of. If you've ever done his tours, check out. I don't know if he's done a really good tour recently, but check out his tours. He's got an awesome collection for sure. You guys
Yeah,
go to
Thursday,
Cleveland,
Friday.
get together at 16 Bar. Yeah, I think some of us will be there Thursday, some of us will be there Friday, but we're
I'll be there
definitely
Friday.
going to meet up. So, indeed, Saint Spirits, thank you, man. Well, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you again. Make sure you hit that like and go subscribe to Arcades Anonymous. That way you don't miss out on anything at all. And we'll make sure to keep throwing that great content to you. We appreciate all of y'all. Y'all have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.